come to this place for magic.
Welcome back, everyone. After the credits, movie reviews here. And last night, I watched a war movie or a military movie. It's called Valiant One. It's in theaters right now. The movie stars Lana Condor and Chase Stokes, I believe their names are, if I remember correctly, after looking up a few informations about the movie. One thing right off the bat that I did not enjoy, so the movie says inspired by true events. So and if anyone can fact check me in the comments, please do so. But it says inspired by true events. So, I go look it up on Google to see what the actual true story was. I couldn't find any remotely close true story to this. So, I don't know. To me, that's kind of messed up to even put that out there. But anyways, the movie's about a helicopter crash that happens after a few military members, U.S. military members, who are in South Korea. They're trying to fix like a wire connection that went bad in the middle of this like forest. So then their helicopter crashes into North Korea, and they cannot get extracted out via helicopter, or else it would look like an act of war. So they have to physically walk to an extraction zone where somebody will like meet them so they can go through a tunnel to go back into South Korea. So, to start, few things I did not really enjoy about this movie, other than the inspired by true events thing, is I think the acting wasn't that good, but I don't necessarily think it was the actors' faults. I think it was more of what they had to work with. So for example, like if a big studio picked up this movie, or if there was a bigger budget for this movie, I think they could have done a lot better. Like the visuals were fine, nothing spectacular, but to me, the actors didn't have enough coaching, it seemed like, because one of the girls in the movie, she was doing like CPR, chest compressions, and it just didn't look good. Even my girlfriend, who's a nurse, she said like those were awful chest compressions.
Wallet, I checked.
He is an organ donor. He is, yeah. Give me some ice in a styrofoam bucket. Here we go.
And I agree with that because I took a few CPR classes. But anyways, from what I read online, a lot of their like hand signals and the way they acted were just like completely not accurate to what military members would be doing. So yeah, those were my few complaints. Other than that, I thought I was the only one laughing during this in the movie theaters, but the helicopter crashes, and then one of the sergeants, this is a minor spoiler, by the way, nothing big of a deal, but helicopter crashes, and one of the sergeants, he has like a pistol with him that was passed down to him by his father, passed down to his father by his grandfather, and so on. And he was like, "You have to give this to my son for me, please." And to me, that just completely was a take on Pulp Fiction. Like, I could not stop laughing when that came up. The Christopher Walken scene, where he hid the watch, or his father hid the watch in his ass when he was in Vietnam, and blah, blah, blah.
He'd be damned if any slope's gonna put the greasy yellow hands on his boy's birthright, so he hid it. In one place he knew he could hide something, his ass. 5 long years he wore this watch, up his ass. Then he died of dysentery. Give me the watch. I hid this uncomfortable hunk of metal up my ass 2 years.
So yeah, I was laughing during that scene, probably the only one. Few other things about the movie. There was some cringy, like, montage scenes. I don't know. I thought they were super cringy. It was like action scenes, and like they would be playing rap music over it, and I was just like, why do this like to a war movie or a military movie? So yeah, if I had to rate this movie, I would give it a solid 5 out of 10 at most. The movie wasn't the worst movie. It was enjoyable. I thought the story was pretty good, and like I said, if a bigger studio picked it up, I think they could have done really well with it. But when you compare it to a movie that's similar to same story, like Black Hawk Down. Like, Black Hawk Down blows this movie out of the water completely. And, you know, nothing against the actors in this movie. I thought they did their best, in my opinion. But, yeah, 5 out of 10 for me. The movie definitely could have been better, but it was enjoyable of a watch. It was a short movie, only like an hour and 25 minutes, so I would definitely go out there and check it out if you guys have the time this week or weekend, you know, and have nothing to watch. I recommend it. But don't like expect too much out of it. Definitely a 5 out of 10 type movie, right in the middle of the pack. So yeah, and again, please comment down below if you guys can fact check me on whether this was actually inspired by a true story or not. But yeah, all right, see you guys later.